Hello everyone. I thought we'd do something a little bit different today on our English spot. I know when I've been talking to some of your mums and dads, they've said one thing that you're finding quite tricky is forming your letters. It's quite tricky, and it is something that needs practice, definitely. It's one of those things that we do really often in school, isn't it? And as we go through the year, we tend to do it more daily when we've got to learn our phonemes and then we want to write them. So what I thought I'd do today is show you the first group of letters and how we form them, okay? So that you can practice and try to get it right, because the more you do it, the more you practice the way that the letters are formed, you will get what's called a muscle memory, and your hand will very easily move into that pattern the way that it's formed. So today's letters that we're going to practice are all based round this shape. Okay, looks like a K, doesn't it, a K phoneme? And we call these the curly caterpillar letters because it begins with this curled round shape, okay, which is a K phoneme, but also it looks like a curly caterpillar, doesn't it? So don't forget that when you're going to write, it's quite a nice idea to get your hands nice and warm. Play the piano a little bit, play the piano that way, give them a wave, wiggle them around, shake your shoulders so you're nice and loose and you're not sitting all stiff to do your writing, because you don't want that, because it will hurt your arm. So shake your shoulders out, have a nice little wiggle, and then when you're holding your pen or your pencil, don't forget the frog on the log. Hello. Ribbit. There he is. It's a frog on the log, and he's going to grab the pen like that. Okay, so you're grabbing your pen and you're holding it right near the point, not up like this, so it's wibbly wobbly, nicely near the point like that. Okay, so in our curly caterpillar pattern of letters, obviously the K or the C is the first one we practice, and we start on this side and we curl all the way round. Okay, don't forget when we're practicing on paper, we always start in this top corner and go across that way. Okay, even if you use your other hand to write, you still need to mark yourself a space and work across that way. Okay, you might not hold your paper so straight, though you might have it at an angle to write. Okay, if you're using your left hand, if it feels a little bit easier. So we've got that frog on a log, what we call the tripod grip, because there's 3 fingers, and let's do a row of those curling curs. Round we go, back on yourself, over and over and over. Okay, a whole line of lovely k, k, k phonemes. All right. Now, can you imagine what I'm going to do next? Can you imagine which is the next letter that I'm going to do that links to this pattern? Did you say A? Well, if you did, you're right, because our A pattern goes around like that curve, but then we come straight up, down and flick. Okay, so again, all the way round, straight up, down and flick. Right, I'll keep doing those across the line, all the way round, up, down and flick. All the way round, up, down and flick. Okay, so that's what your A's should be looking like. None of these are tall letters at the moment, are they? They're all those middle-sized letters. But A is very similar, looks very like our D, doesn't it? But what we need to remember when we're doing a D is that we go up tall after we've made that curly shape. So we go round like this in that curve pattern, look, then up, 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 and down, 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 and flick. Okay, so round in the cuff shape, up, 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 down, 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 and flick. Okay, it's a bit loopy when I'm trying to show you. All right, let me do one now without taking So round we go, straight up, straight down that line again, and flick. That works best, doesn't it? Round in your cuff shape, straight up, straight down, and flick. A lovely line of this. Well, one more on this page before I turn over. These ks are about the same size as e, aren't they? And es begin just a bit differently to the cup, but then they move into that cuff shape because we do go right round. So when we're doing an e, I will say go across, then over into that cuff shape and all the way round like that. Okay, so first of all, we're going across, then all the way around and tuck under. So we start going across and then we come into our shape as we move round. Okay, beautiful S like that. So across, over the top and tuck under. Can you see? Okay, brilliant. So there's lots of letters that start in this same way. So if we get good at this, we're going to get good at this and this and this by just doing our practice. Okay, I've made those disappear. This one is a low down letter that begins with that pattern. Let me start it and see if you can guess what it's going to be. We go round, but then we come up and then down, down, down and loop under. Yes, it's G, isn't it? A G sound. Here we go, around, up, down, down, down and loop under. And another one, around, up we go, straight down and tuck under. Fantastic. This way, straight up, straight down and tuck under. All right. I know some of these look like circles with little wiggles off them, but we do need to form them in the right way. If we start to form them like this, if we do a circle and just stick like that, in a while it's not going to look like a G at all. Okay, let's try and remember the pattern that we use, okay, because your muscles in your hands will get so much better at that. Next one, the one where we go all the way around. It starts like a cup, but we come right back up to the beginning. Yes, it's oh, 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 oh. And when we know those, we can write that terrific word go, can't we? And oh says go. 2 curly caterpillar letters. Now the next one, we're nearly at the end now, only 2 more, is part of the new digraph that we learned last week. Okay, so for the Q, we go around like that, we do our cuff shape, then we come up and then we go straight down, but not like we don't come this way, we do a little kick that way. Okay, so we go round like a cuff, up, then straight down and that kick that way. We're not looping under. Okay, all the way round, straight up, down and a little flick off like that. Fantastic. Now the only other letter that sometimes comes in this pattern is because it starts with a curve over the top, but it doesn't carry on round like this. It goes across and round this way, our S shape. So across, almost like a cup, but across the middle and then tuck under. Like the cut to begin with, then across the middle and tuck under. And again, there it goes. So have a go today. You could get out your whiteboard and your whiteboard pen and have a practice on your whiteboard, because even if it's really tricky, if it goes a bit wrong, you can rub it out and you can try again. Okay, remember that they all start with that super curly caterpillar shape, and we can form lots of letters from it. There's our A. If we do the same and we go up, it's a D. If we do the same and go down, it can be a G. And if we go the other way, it can be a Q. So have a go practice. Get a feeling for that feel, okay, of the way that the letters are going. All right, have fun. If you don't want to do it on your whiteboard, you can have a go in your books. Why not? Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.